Hi, well, what are we here to talk about today? Today, I wish to discuss with you my introduction to my career as a working medium. Nothing fancy, no big frills, no huge story, which is a compliment in itself for those guys, for you ladies and gents out there that wish to get started. What happened to myself was, for many, we all go through ups and downs and emotions in life, and I was really at the low point. And at that low point, I thought, okay, I was at that place of almost having a breakdown. And I thought, okay, do I go and see the psychiatrist? Or do I go and see the fortune teller that my mother went to every 6 months or so, that we always used to have so much fun with, in disbelief of the information she would come back with after that? Well, the choice was, I went for the cheaper option and went for the fortune teller. So I went there, and what happened there was, in my appointment, there was so many tears, there was so many emotions. But at the end, she turned and says, do you know what? You could do this. You could be a medium. And that was just a turning point for me in my life. I was just Paul Rees. I'm just Paul Rees, regular guy from South Wales, regular family upbringing, no big deal. So I thought, well, I'll take it up on that, because right at that point in my life, my employment as an upholsterer had come to an end. My employment had come to an end. I needed a job. I needed that. So I thought, okay, if I can do this, I have a job. I have employment. So I spent a few weeks just walking through the streets around where I lived locally, looking for a spiritualist church, because the religion there has a lot to do with mediumship. And then I found the church, which had a advertisement on the doorway which said, Thursday night, open circle. Great, okay, that's what I'll do. Went there Thursday night, and there was maybe 15, 20 people just in a kind of semicircle in chairs there. So I went in, my usual cocky self, as they say. Do you say cocky here? I don't know. But anyway, I went in myself, sat down, and there was a senior member that took people through meditation. Great for me. I have a good imagination on me. I could follow the meditation. And then afterwards, coming out of the meditation, everybody then individually took it in turns in relaying a message from someone from spirit to someone in the circle. And I'm like, oh my word, I haven't done this before. I've really thrown myself in the deep end, coming in all confident. And what happened was, I just said, okay. It came into my turn. As it's coming to my turn, I'm like, okay, just think about this. These are everyday people. I didn't see any wings coming out the back, and there was no beams of light coming through their head. They were just regular guys. So I'm thinking, okay, feelings and thoughts. Feelings and thoughts. It can't be anything more. Otherwise, I'm sure these individuals will be making their millions somewhere else, not in this church. So it came to my turn. I thought, okay, feelings and thoughts, feelings and thoughts. How do I know who I wish to go to? So I just scanned the room, just like you would in like a supermarket or a store. You just scan, and I guarantee as you look around, there'll be individuals that catch your attention more than others. So I scanned and scanned. I thought, okay, this lady there, I wish to come to you, and I feel I have dad in spirit. How did I know if it was dad? Because it just felt like a dad. I know what a dad feels like because I have a dad. That was the simplicity of my initial introduction. No, there was no practice. I just did that. And then what happened was, during that evening, a lady came up to me and says, I have a shop, and I want someone to come and do readings full time in my shop. I nearly bit their arm off. I thought, my word, I've got a job. I've got employment. I did maybe 3 practice readings beforehand, went into the shop, and I started getting paid for my work. Now people say, oh, wow, wow. No, not at all. What created that job was my intent to work. I put my intent into it, my intent to say, okay, if I work from the heart, it has to be good. Because if you work from the heart in any given employment, it always becomes positive. So that was it for me. I went into the shop, she started charging for my readings, I was getting paid a wage, here I am 10 years later. No big introduction, I just had the intent to say, I can do this, because everybody else can. And the same is for you. If I can, you can. There is a nutshell. Thank you guys, thank you for listening.
And we'd like to talk to you today about our book, We're All Born Mediums, because we all have the ability to link to those loved ones in spirit.
We truly do.
We do.
So what is the book?
The book is a step-by-step guide on how to develop your mediumship.
Absolutely. It's also a journal. It's a journal where you get to share your thoughts, feelings and emotions.
Which is extremely important when you're working on your mediumship in the beginning.
Or if you're a married
Always.
mediumship couple. It's extremely important. It truly is. But the book it's 10 years of our working experience put into a simplistic reading form that will help you understand the ease of using your mediumship. Absolutely.
We're avoiding the pitfalls for you
Yeah,
by
truly.
this book. I also have a chapter there on all the readings and the books that helped me with my development in the beginning, so I can give that information to you.
Very much. And there's chapters from myself that talk about my introductory into mediumship, because there's nothing flash about it really, believe me. And there's chapters in there that talk about the need to protect or not the need to protect whilst working, and all those other traditional...
Mystical.
Yes, teachings that you hear all over the world. Well, this is an unfoldment and a reality check of you can do this.
Yes, we demystify mediumship, so it's there for the everyday person. This is not an ability. No, this is an ability. It's not a gift.
Don't cut that, because that's what she's like